time's a charm, they say, and I'm always charmed when I'm at Urban Hawker. I'm Lala, this is Flavors of New York. I'm so excited to be going in here again because there's so many stalls, there's always more to try. I have no idea what I'm gonna be eating, but I know it's gonna be delicious. All right, you're taking me somewhere else.
Right.
Because all the food, I want all the food. So what are we trying this time?
We get something, I think we get Prawnaholic, something prawns.
Prawnaholic?
Yeah.
I am a Prawnaholic, chef. I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
what's
Prawnaholic.
up?
Let's meet Alan.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, chef. I'm Lala. So what dish are we having today?
Today we are having traditional prawn noodles with pork ribs and Singapore char kway teow. It's sweet and savory fried noodles of Singapore. Everybody loves it.
You get to taste it later. Right.
I need to go to Singapore now, except I guess I don't have to because I have all of you. Let's go. Give me those noodles.
Okay, first of all, we fry the noodles until it's a bit smoky, and then we refry it. It's a two-step thing. What you're doing now, you're searing the noodles until it's a little bit smoky. That's how we achieve the wok hei. The wok hei. The breath of the wok. Now we sear all the vegetables, all the things that we make it cook, we make it a smoky flavor, and we add in a sweet dark soya sauce. So after that, we burn it again to make that sweet dark soya sauce a little bit caramelized. You have to be very precise because any second more will become burnt. You know?
I don't know if you can see this, but there's a switch down here. He's turning the gas on and off with his knee. Yeah. So his walk skills are just
Just like driving. You know? Now at a point in time, you have to add some water to give it some moisture so that it's not dry. You gotta add a little bit at a time. And this is what we call Singapore char kway teow. What we are missing out is only the sea clams that we call hum. You know, the hum is like a clam kind of thing that gives it a very seafoody flavor.
Love me some seafood.
Yeah, that we exchange it with a little bit of shrimps.
Beautiful. I just love watching you work that wok. How long did it take for you to get that good at the wok?
At least 3 years.
Okay.
At least 3 years of training, non-stop training, cooking every day, make a lot of mistakes, and we can, after that, with a lot of practice, and
that was a beautiful thing, just watching this man work the wok.
the last thing over there, this is what we call the pork croutons.
I told you that's the secret weapon.
This is the
Secret
secret
weapon.
This is the fats of the pork.
Pork fat.
Pork fat is like one piece of blood down there. We cut it into cubes like this, and we slowly render it. Render it with all the fats down here.
Yeah.
The oil, render out the oil and left the shell of the piece of lard. And you put it on top, you eat it like it's crispy, it's full of natural flavors.
You had me at pork fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sold. This is the pasta station. Hey, bad joke, sorry.
2 types of noodles to give it a different texture. And also when you bite into it, it gives a little bit of funny kind of feeling, you know. This is a noodle, a prawn, the shrimps, we extract the flavors out and become the broth. You know, after we put noodles in, eat it like a ramen soup. It's a very comforting dish, especially in New York, this kind of cold weather, you know, it's cold, it's very comforting. Prawnaholic is all about all the prawns, you know. You get the prawn flavor of the soup, the prawns have to be good as well. It's fresh, it's big. Traditional prawn noodles.
I'm here with Chef Alan of Prawnaholic. Tell me about these 2 dishes.
Okay, these two dishes are actually very traditional Singaporean dishes. And first of all, we start with the prawn noodle soup. We take the shrimps, we extract the flavors and make it into the broth. And we put in two types of noodles, egg noodles and rice vermicelli noodles. We mix it up, we cook it, we blanch it with hot water, and then we put the shrimp broth all over it. You know, so you get the best of both worlds with the fresh prawns and the fresh taste of the shrimps in the broth.
Amazing.
So what you do is you drink a sip of the soup and then you mix it up. You take the shrimps, it's sweet, it's firm, you dip it in the soy sauce, it tingles in your mouth.
First of all, this dish looks insane. I am a prawnaholic, Alan. I don't know if you know this about me.
Yeah.
But I noticed that there's two different types of noodles in there.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to tell me why they're...
Right, because firstly it adds texture.
Okay.
Alright, this yellow noodle, it has alkaline in it. We call it the yellow noodles.
Right.
Yellow noodles in Singapore.
thicker noodle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the white noodles, basically rice noodles. There's different tastes and textures to it. So you add small layers to the entire dish.
Okay.
That's why in Singapore, when we order this, most of the stalls, they offer you both types of noodles.
This is a theme that keeps repeating with Singaporean food. Layers of flavor and texture, and I love that about all of this food.
Right. The other thing is this small little like croutons here. This is a pork lard that it is very crispy, very flavorful,
Give me all the pork lard.
and also you sprinkle a little bit of chili powder.
Okay.
Right. That adds another some excitement to the entire dish.
And this,
This is pork ribs.
we've got pork ribs in here.
Right. You look at it, it's so tender. You see.
I've got a soup with several of my favorite things in it.
Right.
So you want me to dip it in?
Dip it in.
Right.
What is this sauce? Oh, there's
It's
chilies in
chili,
there.
right.
Okay.
It's
Soy
soy sauce.
chili.
All right.
What you're eating is the natural flavor, the sweetness from the pork ribs, and the saltiness from the chili, you know, and the soy sauce.
The pork is so tender. How long do you cook that for?
Hours.
You can tell. All right, I'm going in for these noodles. I want to taste this broth. Slurp, slurp on camera. I'm making a mess, but I don't care.
It's different, right? It offers different tastes and textures to it.
I love the contrasting noodles, but what I'm really excited about is why I'm getting this spoon is because this broth is so deeply shrimp concentrated. Yum. That alone is so good. How long do you cook the prawns in there for?
For at least 5 to 6 hours. Yeah.
It's
To make it
delicious.
melt and extract all the prawn flavors from the prawn head, the roe from the prawns. You know.
It is so absolutely deeply shrimpy and delicious. If you are also a prawnaholic, you would deeply enjoy this dish. This dish is called char kway teow, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Chef Alan, tell me a little bit about this dish because it's completely different than what we just had.
Yeah, this dish is made up with two types of noodles as well. It's the flat rice noodles and egg noodles. So what we do is first we pre-fry the noodles until it's a little bit smoky, and then we add in the rest of the ingredients in. After that, we put in a sweet dark soy sauce and fry it until it's a little bit caramelized.
And so which one of these is the national noodle dish of Singapore?
This is the one.
This one. Tell me about this one, Chef.
Right. This is very iconic because it is mini flat rice noodles.
Many flat rice noodles, okay.
Right. But it has a little bit of sweetness in it because of the dark sweet soy sauce. And in Singapore, they have this cockles. They use fresh cockles
Okay.
with the dish. But in New York, we use prawns, which some of the Singapore stores, they use prawns as well. But the most important thing is the smoky flavor and the sweetness and also the sauce, the
Okay.
taste of the sauce.
All of
It
those
makes
things
it-
coming together.
Right, all of these things coming together and make it a very good combination.
Okay.
Right,
I'm gonna get in there. You want to join me?
sure.
Let's go. Get these noodles.
The flavor is intense, right?
Oh my God, that pork.
Flavors just burst out in your mouth.
It's so crispy, but it just melts. Oh,
Right.
love the textural difference in there, and I'm gonna
And
eat this with my hands.
And you have a little bit of, you have some of the fish cake, and you have some of the Chinese sausages. That alone, the oil from the Chinese sausages actually absorbed into the whole dish.
The prawn is cooked perfectly, which watching that heat on that wok, your technique is impeccable. You didn't overcook it at all. It's so brilliantly done. And such a contrast to the other dish. How long have you been in New York?
I think it's been 3 months since I'm here.
And you were a chef as well in Singapore?
I used to be a chef. I work in hotels and restaurants when I was much younger. And until 4 years ago, I decided to open up my own hawker store in Pasir Ris, selling mainly just prawn noodles. And then after that, I wanted to expand, but because of COVID, things delayed, and I was offered an opportunity to expand the whole hawker culture to New York.
And what was that like, making the jump from Singapore to New York?
It was very exciting, and I was very nervous as well, because back in Singapore I only had one small little store, and this is my first expansion, my first second outlet, and first expansion overseas.
I'm
So-
sure it won't be the last.
Yeah, you won't be
It
the-
will not be the last. You are so good at what you do. These dishes are so beautifully done. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
And congratulations. Do you like New York or do you hate the
Of
cold?
course. No, the weather is a little bit crazy, but I love the people down here. Yeah, they are so generous. People have manners down here. They are so appreciative within our food. You know.
Did you hear what he just said? He said New Yorkers have manners.
Much better than in Singapore.
Really?
Definitely. In Singapore, when you queue up for the hawker, you get scolded.
Do you have a favorite American dish?
Probably pizza.
Pizza!
In New York, yeah, gotta get wrong.
Then you're in the right place.
Yeah.
You're definitely in the right place. I'll take you out for pizza sometime. To my favorite pizza places.
Okay.
All right? Thanks again, Chef.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put this noodle in my mouth and I'm gonna say goodbye for Flavors of New York. This is Chef Alan. This is Chef Chris.
Bye.
And I am Lala. Thanks for joining me. Bye.
Bye.